Hey guys, it's Hannah here, and today I have my IMATS haul. And I pretty much went crazy at IMATS. I only went on Sunday and I basically had to stop myself from spending anymore because I'd already gone over budget. But basically I'm going to show you what I bought. I'm not actually wearing anything that I bought except for one thing, which I'll start off with. And that is the Lime Crime Nail Polish in Creme de Lemon. And it's this gorgeous yellow colour and I have it on my nails. And it's so pretty and the bottle's really cute, and this is actually all I got from Lime Crime. It was so busy and I really didn't know if I wanted to spend my money on a Lime Crime lipstick because I can just order it off Lipstick Republic. And there's a couple of things that I wish I hadn't bought because they were so expensive and they're just a couple of dollars more expensive on Lipstick Republic. So I'm upset that I bought a couple of things, but I'm happy with everything I bought, whether I was upset that I spent that much money on it anyway. So I'm going to start off with what's in my bag, because I have a couple of things that aren't actually in my bag because my bag was overflowing. And let's just start off with one of the things that is not in a separate bag, and this is the Benjabel brush tree, and I picked this up from Makeup Net, I believe it was. And basically they're a wholesale online website for cosmetics, and I picked up the Benjabel brush tree in black because I heard heaps of US girls talking about it and loving it, so I picked it up in black, and this was $20. Let's go into this bag, and this is Scotty's Makeup. And when I was at Scotty's, I picked up their $3 Makeup and Beauty Studio Brush Sterilizer. This is a 250ml bottle and it was $3. I've heard Amy Sass talk about the mega bottle that she uses, and I wanted to try it out, so I picked up a small bottle of that, and it was really cheap. Now this is where I was upset that I bought a couple of things, because I did get two OCC lip tars, and they were $20 each, which is actually pretty expensive for lip tars, and they're not that much cheaper than buying them online, so I kind of wish I'd saved my money there and not gone over budget. But the first one I picked up, which is probably the one I'm most excited that I picked up because this is a really pretty colour. This is a Stained Gloss in Jealous, and it was so pretty when it swatched. I absolutely loved it, and this one I really had to pick up, whether it was expensive or not. The lip tar I'm a bit upset that I spent $20 on was Hush. Oops. And this is Hush, and here's why. It's like separated while on the way home, so it's kind of like funny looking. It's real pretty, but I don't know if it's actually going to be okay, so I'm kind of upset that I picked that up, but I picked it up anyway. Next place I went to was Naked Cosmetics, and I picked up one pigment stack from Naked, and this is in the colour Cabernet Blush, and this is the Cabernet Blush collection, I believe that's what it's called. And basically, if you haven't seen a Naked pigment stack, it is 6 pigments like this, and if you can, I don't know if the colours are going to show up. It's like this yellow, a light lavender kind of lilac shimmer colour. I don't even know how to describe some of these colours, but it's really pretty, and it's a purple neutral eye, and they're neutral eye, neutral set, and I really like it. So I picked up that, and it was $30. I went to PM Studios and I picked up two things. I picked up the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness, and this was really expensive. It ended up on special being $38. But basically it looks kind of like a concealer, and it's meant to neutralise redness, and I heard Mel MPHS absolutely raving about this, so I had to pick it up. The next thing I got from PM Studios was a Makeup Forever Rouge Artist Intense lipstick in the colour 30. It just looks like this. And it's this really pretty rosy neutral colour. And it's just that there. And it's really everyday pink rosy colour, and I really like it. And it is in the colour 30 if I didn't mention it. The next place I went to was Hakuhodo, and I picked up one brush. I really limited myself at Hakuhodo because everything obviously is so expensive there, but I limited myself to one brush, and this is the, what is it? Doesn't say the number. But basically it's a domed contour brush, and this is the goat hair one. So it was $44, and it is so soft, and it's just going to fit perfectly into the hollows of the cheek. I haven't washed it yet, so I have not used it, and I wouldn't look this way if I had, but it is just so soft and so beautiful. If I can find the name, I'll annotate it right there. I got continuing on is brushes. I again really limited myself in brushes and only got what I wanted really had on my list. So the first place I went to was Designer Makeup Tools, and I picked up 3 eye brushes from them. I picked up their DMT 92706 small shadow brush, and this is pure sable. Basically I wanted a small shadow brush just for packing on, because the only kind of like really good shader brush I have is my Sigma large shader, and I wanted something a little bit smaller for more detail. And it's just, I'll compare the two. This is the Sigma and this is the Designer Studios. So quite a big size difference. And yeah, so I really wanted a small shader. The next one I got was an angled brush, the next one I got was the 76608 angle blender, because again, this was something I wanted, was an angled eye brush, and not like the eyeliner brush, but this kind of fluffy angle brush, and it's really just for placing colour in the outer V really precisely. It's just really soft again, and this one doesn't say what it is. It only has the number on the outside, so yep, it's that one. And the last one I picked up is meant to be a dupe for the MAC 217. I don't know, I don't have it. I was very tempted to pick the 217 up, but again, I already went over budget. And this is the Special Sader Ultra Mix 43708 eye brush, and compare it to my Sigma Blending E25, which apparently again is a dupe for the 217. They are very similar. This one's obviously been used, so it's a bit fluffier, but I think when this one gets used, it will. This one feels a lot fluffier, this one feels more dense, but I think when this one gets used and washed, it'll become more fluffy. So that is what I picked up from Designer Makeup Tools. Next I went to Royal and Langnickel, and I picked up one of their silk brushes, from one of their brushes from their Silk Pro collection, and this is their small stippler BC255, and it's obviously a small stipple brush. I wanted a couple of stippling brushes. As you'll see, I got a couple of duo fibre brushes, but the only stippling duo fibre brush I have is my Real Techniques. If you can see, this one is a lot bigger. So as you can see, this one is a lot bigger, but this one is a lot taller. So this one I was thinking might be a dupe for the MAC 188, is that what it is? And just for highlighting would be really nice. So yes, I picked up that from the Royal and Langnickel Silk Pro line. I don't have the prices of any of these, I'm sorry. And then also from Royal and Langnickel, I picked up one of their B Kabuki 20s. And it is a flat top kabuki brush. And because the only kabuki brush that I have is actually in my bag, and it is a BYS one, and it's rounded. And this one's just a lot more, has a lot more bristles in it, but it's also really dense, which is really nice, and I think it'll be really nice to kind of just pat in powder. And I wanted another kabuki brush because I only have one, which is probably normal for most people. I'm a makeup person. And the last place I went for brushes was Bedelium. I looked at Crown Brush, but everything looked really cheap. And I know they're cheap brushes, but the fact that it looked and felt really cheap was just a bit off-putting for me. First one I picked up was the Bdellium 965, which is a Duet Fiber Blush Brush. And it's just a duo fiber blush brush. And I wanted this to kind of apply my really pigmented sleek blushes really lightly just to my cheeks, and it's soft and nice. And this is from the yellow range because it was just slightly cheaper. The only difference is the ferrule's different a bit apparently in between the brushes, and I just kind of wanted to pick up the cheap one because, as I said, close to budget. So I picked this one up, which is, as I said, is the 965. I have not used any of these because I haven't washed them yet. The next brush I picked up was the 955 finishing brush for the face, and it is another stippling brush, and this is a larger one. This is the small stipple brush from Royal Langnickel, and this is my Real Techniques. So again, this one's really short, which is why I wanted them. Again, a lot of size difference, but these two are actually pretty similar in, this one actually looks a bit more dense than this one, but this one has longer hairs. So again, cream blush, bronzer for my Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, or whatever it's called now. And yes, the last brush I picked up was something I've wanted for a really long time, and it is the, well, I didn't specifically want this brush, but I wanted one of these brushes. It is the Bdellium 708 Eyes brush. This is really difficult to get out. And it is their bent eyeliner brush. It's got a little cap, which is really, really pointed, if you can see that. The reason I wanted this was because I have two eyeliner brushes. One of them is this one, which is kind of dodgy. This is the Everyday Minerals angled liner brush, and basically I bent it and broke it. So, and the other one I have is a Miraness, again, angled flat angle brush, and I really wanted a really pointed one just to apply a real thin line of eyeliner. So I picked this up from I picked this up from Bdellium. So that is everything I fitted in my actual IMATS bag. But I do have another bag of stuff that has bags in the bags. If you can tell what that bag was, I'll actually mention it. I'll leave it down below. And so I went to the makeup and glow counter, and basically they were sold out of pretty much all that I wanted to get. So instead of buying 2 beauty blenders, I bought the Pure Pro Pack, which was $79 for 6 sponges and the solid cleanser, which basically is a bargain, because usually one of these in the US is $25, so over here it's even more expensive. So these are the white ones, so I'm not sure if I'm going to like the fact that they're white and they're going to get stained really easily, but I picked these up, and you can't even tell because they're white and my background's cream. Okay, I have 2 last places. I'm going to leave the most expensive for last, but I went to MAC to pick up one thing because they were having 20% off. And basically you can only get this online, and I tried it on my hand, and basically I wanted my first ever mineralized skin finish. So I got the one in Lightscapade, which is the lightest colour they have. And it's just got this really light pink colour with blue veining, and you can't even tell on my camera, I'm so sorry, but it's so pretty, and it just gives amazing glow that, again, you can't even see, I'm so sorry. So I picked this up in Lightscapade, and it came down to $38, which isn't actually that much more than US prices, so I was okay with spending the money on it. Okay, so my last bag is from Inglot, and this is where I spent the most money. Well, actually I spent the same amount of money as I spent on the beauty blenders, but I actually picked up a decent amount of stuff in here because it was 30% off at Inglot. So let me show you what I got. The first thing I picked up was the Inglot Colour Play Mascara in purple, because my friend Erin, who I went with, who you won't actually see in the vlog because she refused to actually be filmed, wanted a colour mascara and I wanted a purple one, so I picked up the Inglot one, she picked up the blue one. And it looks like a really basic kind of brush, but it's got purple mascara, which I think is so cool, and I really wanted purple mascara and it was pretty decent pricing. Then I was talking to Amy Sass from Amy Sass Makeup, I'll leave her down below, and she works for Inglot. I'd heard her talking about their gel eyeliners and using them as eyeshadow bases, and I was like, what colour do you recommend? And I just saw this, and this is the colour 93, and it is this gorgeous kind of like pewter colour. If I can get the cap off. It is just this gorgeous pewter kind of silvery purpley taupey colour, and it is just so pretty. This is their AMC gel eyeliners, and apparently this is a metallic collection, but it is so pretty and I'd love to use that as an eye base because it's so pretty. I think under the naked pigments, which are kind of like purple tone, that will look really, really nice. And then of course you can't go to Inglot without getting a eyeshadow Freedom System palette. So I got a 5-pan palette, and I've not stuck these in yet because I wanted to tell you the colours that I got. And I obviously picked up 5. You don't have to fill them, but I really just wanted to fill mine on the day, so I did. Okay, so basically I made myself a neutral palette, and it turns out one of the shadows I picked is not the one I wanted, because basically I wanted 3 mattes and 2 shimmers, but I have 3 shimmers and 2 mattes. So the first colour I have is 353, which is this skin tone colour right here, which you can't see, as a brow bone highlight. The next colour I have, which I think is the colour that's wrong, is 422, which is this bronzy shimmer colour here, which is actually really pretty. If I got the wrong colour shadow, this is the kind of colour I'd want wrong. Next is the darkest colour, and it was so pretty when I swatched it, I had to get it, is 378, which is this matte dark brown that has a hint of purple to it. Then I got, for all over my lid, 11, which is this kind of goldy colour, really pretty. It's a pearl, I think. And then as you can see, this random bright colour, this is 450, and it's basically what I wish Max Cranberry would be, even though I don't have it. So I picked this up, and it's nowhere near coming off on camera as red as it looks in real life. No, it's coming off brown. I'm sorry. So yes, that is what I picked up at IMATS. Please subscribe if you haven't and you just clicked on this video because it says IMATS Sydney Hall. For those of you who have been wondering for this whole video, where are you, Hannah? I am in a new setup. I have made filming room now and new storage, so I am kind of getting used to it. The lighting's a bit off. I'm going to try and play with it a bit and kind of get it right. Obviously the lighting's off if this looks brown and not red. But I'm going to try and figure this all out, and please comment down below if you like the lighting in a particular video. And yeah, that is my IMATS haul, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!